In this video, I want to talk about environmentally responsible purchasing and the need to engage with it. So it's real simple to sit here and say sustainability is here and it's here to stay, which to me is true. But I want to share a quick story with you that kind of drives home the point of what we're going to see down the road, if not seeing it right now. When my wife and I moved from Western Wisconsin to Woodbury across the border in Minnesota, we had everything packed up and the movers were moving it, but we had a box of miscellaneous chemicals and household chemicals and that kind of thing to pack on the truck, and they refused to take it. And we were like, oh, we didn't realize, how come? And they said, well, number one, we're not licensed to take things across the border here, the types of chemicals you've got. Number two, as a business, we choose not to. It's not part of what we want to be as we move towards sustainability. And on one level, I was like, cool. And then I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with these chemicals now? Because I'm certainly not going to dump them in the ground. So I got a hold of my local county to find out how to dispose of them. And there weren't any events coming up where I could dispose of some of these. So I had to dispose of them. And we did responsibly through various methods, and probably a 12-inch by 16-inch by 12-inch high box of chemicals, maybe 15, 20, chemicals that we collected over 19 years, cost us about $1,500 to be able to dispose of it properly. And it was like, oh, yikes. Okay, that's a significant amount. But what hit us afterwards when we thought about it, looking at the products that we had, all of a sudden spending another dollar for sustainable packaging or laundry soaps that are created using plant-based chemicals versus artificial chemicals, et cetera, becomes an easy price to pay because it's that literal pay me now or pay me later. So that's kind of where we're at. And it does make sense that if we can, we should start heading in that direction. So we need environmentally responsible purchasing, not just for our own needs, but customers and society is insisting on it. And we need to work with we need to work to source from folks who can help us gain transparency and visibility deeper into our supply chain, as we're now in that mode where we have to report out on greenhouse gases, our scope one, scope two emissions and that stuff. And we can't do all that ourselves. So we've got to start identifying those people to work with. In addition, if we're going to build sustainable products ourselves, then the sourcing of materials and components has to be sustainable and circular as well, and the process that's involved. So, I mean, from an important standpoint, I guess I just reiterate my story and what I just spoke on. It allows me to have visibility and understanding into my supply chain and to be able to truly move towards completely sustainable supply chains and circular supply chains. So not only true sustainability are heading in that direction, but we've seen already in chemicals and plastics and some of the other areas, there's new business markets and opportunities as well, both on products and services related to those products.